Ah, so Mel's really not that into him. Mel only likes the awkwardly hot ones.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains.
I'm gonna let you think about this one for a second. Did you figure it out?
I am hope. I am righteousness. And I am a god.
Your dad told you you're God, and you didn't question that?
That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me.
Why is that? That shouldn't even be active. There, 500 points worth.
I should be the one looking down at you.
Cat party.
Don't you? I am your god.
Nah, I'm good. Probably.
Look, the sky.
Yeah, Vamp's back. Got back about an hour ago? Hour and a half ago?
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me.
Yeah, I mean, how dare they be concerned that people
I
died?
wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry.
Okay, Farquaad. Or is our death a sacrifice you're
But if
willing
they
to make?
think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude.
Emmett?
You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Emmett? What did you do?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign.
Emmett? Is stupid sexy VOD your fault?
But give me the word, sir, and
God
I
damn
will
it.
bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, We shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
You don't like him because he looks like Xehanort.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
And that's why you shouldn't.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Damn it, Emmett.
Are you all right? Say something.
Something.
12 for Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time. It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear.
It seems bad.
And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
What does it look like he's doing? This was the plan.
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence.
You will,
Who
huh?
would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense. Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Phrasing?
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger.
This was his plan, geniuses.
Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
There we go. If you hadn't figured it out by now, you weren't paying any kind of attention, but there's where they finally reveal it. Graha?
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Emmett said no.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity.
Emmett's one of the big bads of the series.
Not your grand scheme will succeed, but ours.
I have, like, general memories of where the story goes from here, so I'm not going to say anything.
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
It's not like we saw that explicitly happen or anything.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light. If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away, and I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses, but you have all but become a Sin Eater.
Have I, huh?
Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Where'd you send him?
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles.
Oh, you just kidnapped him.
I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
I don't know that I'd call it as a betrayal or an obvious conclusion. It was the way the story went that made sense and was a surprise in equal turns.
Finally.
What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
The light's back.
It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrats is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Oh, miss, you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gold, yes? I was here at my station as always, and they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. To compound my worry, the sky is all I'm sure you've seen. It's everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he's visited several times since to inquire after your condition. So the whole general plot of Shadowbringers has been you have been traveling around Norvrant, defeating Light Wardens, and bringing back night to the world, which has been under endless day for about 100 years. You had just beaten the last Light Warden, which should have unleashed night across the entire world. Instead, it's all daytime. Which is what they were opening the window to show. It was because there's a difference even between the daytime sky and the Light Warden daytime sky. But yeah, this is very much a tone of, I thought we were at the final boss. I thought we were going to win, and then no. Confounded, this says the same thing as the last. Mayhap you should approach the problem with a different perspective. Archon, it's truly you and not some figment of my imagination? This is wonderful. To see my prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise hopeless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? Support of our 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch. Thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. You're awake, however. I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catless, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against what foe we are as yet certain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. Come on, Mel, I had to. Archon 11, will I see? You gave us all a proper fight, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's to become of the Exarch, of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. It is about time to find a raid target. Well, that's some fine work, I must admit. Wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials. I'm not sure we have that kind of time. Sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. I didn't even finish it. I stopped. Greetings, Gunnar. The master of the stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Aye, well, my servers are distraught as it is. I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent geniuses and epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean old Grunalt? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, so I won't argue with you there. What good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? Don't seen hide nor hair since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I don't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. My time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grunalt, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. Don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, one of our regulars is eager to see you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Yeah. Can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, where the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. So when I get this started, and that's probably where I'm going to call it for the day. Okay, you alright? Think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. Staring to the sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Okay, so that's where we are going to be continuing. Oh, well, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle, so... You, my friend, feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to? But Mona never solved a thing, did it? It's times like these that we Astarian folks stand tall and do what needs to be done. I'm in a building right now. Trade with Yomor is back on the table. We best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters. Or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Jezimiel was worried sick about you. Healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever want to see, let me tell you. So the main scenario quests have levels to them, and you will go from the first level of an expansion to the last level of an expansion over the course of them. They're meant to be an indicator of how far along in the expansion story you are, and also a general guide to when you should be doing them. The levels for the Shadowbringer expansion are 70 to 80, meaning the end game content is going to be level 80 quests. Sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Skagrik's coururgeons were forbidden from making visits. Reen was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, though I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I'm worried to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Custarium. I shall let them know you're awake. And when they come see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. And our own Moran has been little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or other. I want this. This is the current main scenario quest we're on. There's more to the story. How do I get down from here? Nope. We're not done. Who would win? I need to get to the Cabin of Curiosities. That's the best way to get down there. The long and short of it is one of the lines out of Emmett Selk was, "When you're ready, come meet me in my home, the Tempest."